Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Chris Bottger's Album Club. As usual, of course, today we will be looking at two albums picked randomly from a list with anonymous submissions by all of us, and we're going to be listing those albums, and we are going to be, of course, reviewing them and giving our initial thoughts and stuff on them. Today with me I have Ben.
But I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Matthew, who's growling.
Oh, I hate you two. That's all I have to say.
I don't personally. This is not a YouTube hate channel. Just want to make that clear at the beginning. We also have Fan.
He moves in mysterious ways.
And of course me. I'm Chris Bartgore, obviously. So I'm going to be just now generating today's pairing. I have it plugged into the random number generator I use online, and or list, and it's going to be picking two albums for us to do. So even I don't know yet what the two albums are going to be. So we're going to click. Alright, interesting pairing. Alright, guys. Today's albums are Blackstar by David Bowie and It's My Life by Talk Talk. So we're going to know initial impressions, and we're going to start with you, Ben. What are your initial thoughts on this pairing?
Blackstar's a great album. It's David Bowie's final album. Dealing with dying. It's a dark album, but it is a quite good one. I have no clue what the second thing is. Does it have a bunch of commas in it?
Ignore the commas. That's how the random number generator spits these out. I usually remove them, but I just didn't have time.
It's My Life. It's a great Billy Joel song. I don't know what else to say. I'm assuming this isn't actually a Billy Joel album.
For your information, Ben,
I kinda wish it was.
Ben, for your information, It's My Life by Talk Talk is the same song as It's My Life by No Doubt, which you may remember better as It's My Life by Gwen Stefani, the single of No Doubt.
Oh, huh. Is Talk Talk a...
If you ever hear that song of radio, it's Gwen
Yes, it's a
Stefani.
band.
It's a band, yeah. Talk Talk's the band. It's My Life is
It's
the
a band.
album title.
But Talk Talk is, it's a
Like a-
ska band?
I think they're like a band from the
It's a
80s.
band.
I don't know much. I've never listened to Talk Talk, but
I don't know. I don't have any... I mean, you said that this Gwen Stefani song that is ska is it, but it's probably just a ska cover of it.
the only
That doesn't really give me any...
the only Talk Talk song I know is It's My Life, and I hear on the radio both the Talk Talk version, it's like an 80s song, and then I hear this version by No Doubt, which is sung by Gwen Stefani, obviously. She was a single from No Doubt at the time. This is
the
before she
Talk
got
Talk
solo.
version ska?
I don't know, I kind of remember it being kind of like pop rock. But, it's that song where she's like, It's my life, don't you forget. I don't know, that's literally the only thing I know about Talk Talk. And I'm going to be honest, I kind of like the Gwen Stefani, No Doubt version better. Anyways, back to first impressions on the pairing. Matthew.
This is probably my favorite David Bowie album, maybe, which is huge praise to say because he produced a lot of really good albums. But, this was the final one he did before he died, literally 2 days after releasing this album. So that's that. As for Talk Talk, I never heard of Talk Talk. We'll see how this goes.
A fan.
Yeah, I heard of the David Bowie album. Bowie's cool. And as long as it's not It's My Life by Bon Jovi, I'm sure I'm going to be a fan of it.
That song does indeed suck.
It's a different song. It is indeed a different song.
I looked it up. I'm very thankful because I hate that song. That
Yeah,
song
it
sucks,
is a terrible
dude.
song. It is a terrible song. Let's be honest. It has no allegory about the importance of labor unions in it.
Wait, what song are we talking about now? I'm confused.
You're always confused,
It's
Ben.
My Life by Bon Jovi. That
Oh.
terrible, terrible song. And
When
now
I
it's
think
stuck
of
in my
It's My
head.
Life, I think
And
about
now I'm pissed off.
Billy Joel for the win.
It's Bon Jovi, Ben. You know, Bon Jovi's not a great band. Of a Bon Jovi, the guy himself seems pretty nice, but as far as I can tell, so
Bon
no hate
Jovi,
to
the
him.
man, sounds like a really cool dude.
Yeah,
But
no
that's
hate to
more
him. No hate to him.
even the greatest of all time have produced terrible work. Like, it doesn't matter if you're Bon Jovi or even Paul McCartney.
Bro, did you
Anyway,
just compare
what
Bon
about
Jovi to Paul
Billy Joel?
McCartney? Alright, sorry about that. It's my turn. I already gave my thoughts on Talk Talk with Ben, so I will just say I like Blackstar. I have it on vinyl. Great album. I will talk about more at depth later on in the video. We're gonna go listen to these albums, and we'll be right back. Alright, we've gotten to listen to the albums now, and we are back with our thoughts on them. The first album was Blackstar by David Bowie. And we're going to be starting with you, Ben. What were your thoughts on this album?
Black Soul, David Bowie's final album, is famously very preoccupied with death. Most notably on the song Lazarus, but also in his title track Black Soul, which is a very long and complicated piece. Those are the two standout tracks to me. But I think that this album is extremely good. I think that it is a very strong final work by David Bowie. And really does get into his ambiguities with himself, with death. So, altogether, I think that this is a good album.
A good album. A what?
Perhaps even a great album, we'll say. Not will say, of course. It is a great album. It's not like as good as David Bowie's earliest. Not his earliest.
David Bowie's first album is crap.
But like,
This
is
is
this
no
good
good.
as like some other David Bowie albums? No, but this is still an extremely good album, especially for somebody so late in their career. This is probably a better album than Let's Dance, and every album since then. So,
I was about to say something, but I guess I should wait my turn. It is right now Matthew's turn.
This is an excellent album. This is an album that is, as said before, is David Bowie's last album that he made while he was alive. And I think that this whole album is just like a fantastic work. Um, Black Star, Lazarus, I can't give anything away. Girl Loves Me, Sue, like just a lot of really great tracks all around. And a great final tribute to one of the greatest artists of all time.
Alright, fan.
I thought this album was great album. I mean, not a bad song on here. You know, I was saying last night that I think Bowie has about 6 or 7 albums that could be considered his best, which is obviously extremely unique. One of the only people who could say that. And this is definitely one of them. This is definitely upper echelon Bowie. Just a great record. I want to give a shout out to Mug Juliana, the drummer. He was fantastic on this album. He was all over the place. Incredible drummer. Wanted to give him a shout out. Never heard of him before this album, and definitely going to check out more of his work as well. I mean, this album, like I said, not a bad song. I was especially impressed with Blackstar itself, the title track. The way they moved all around musically was great. So highly recommend this one for me.
Alright, as for me, I will say, yes, I've listened to this album before. I quite liked it. I still quite like it. It's a very textured and interesting album. Building on what Ben said, it is a great late album. Like, for somebody, like, a lot of these acts from kind of like the 60s and 70s, they have a period where they drop off and they never really quite fully recover, even if they do have some good ones later on. In terms of, like, late career albums, this is, like the gold standard. Like, there isn't anyone else who's really done a late career album better than this. Like, even the other, like, really good late career albums I can think of, they aren't quite on this level, but it, like, is competitive with, like, the early career, like, golden era in terms of, like, quality. This is just a very kind of dark and textured album. It's very interesting sounding. I don't know exactly how to describe it, but other than how the rest of you have already talked about it, but it is a great one. Alright, the next album was It's My Life by Talk Talk. And we're going to start with you, Ben. What are your thoughts on It's My Life by Talk Talk?
It kind of reminded me of a weird melding of post-punk and, like, the Tears for Fears type new wave. Even though this album there had only been only one Tears for Fears album when this came out. I feel like It's My Life, which is the notable song on here, and then also Dum Dum Go are actually not all that great, but some of the other songs like like Such a Shame, which was a single, but Such a Shame in particular, and then also Side 2 felt stronger to me. I think that they threaded this needle of being kind of post-punk sounding with its kind of dark, I don't know. I mean, the post-punk sound, I was going to describe it as dark, maybe influenced by Joy Division a little bit, even though they don't sound anything like Joy Division. On the one hand, but then this kind of Tears for Fears new wave vibe on the other. Especially in the singing. So I think altogether this album was better than I thought it was going to be. After listening to Dum Dum Girls and also listening to the It's My Life single. Well, It's My Life is a fairly decent song, but I think the album works stronger when it's more synthetic, not in the sense of like artificial, but like synthesizing. Of course, both new wave and post punk rise in a similar space out of punk using new instruments, like taking new approaches. So, but had kind of sort of separated out by the time that this album came out in 1984. But they're trying to weave in that space anyway. And I think that makes the album better than it could have been otherwise.
All right, Matthew.
I thought this album was fine. Um, I think some of tracks I liked was the one of Renee, It's My Life, the title track, and Tomorrow Started. Um, it's pleasant on the ear. It's not offensive. It's not gonna question your mortality or anything, but it's fine.
All right. Fan.
This album was good. You know, it it wasn't very memorable. I don't think. Maybe the two singles definitely were. I listened to those. I'm like, oh, I know these songs. I'm just hearing them on the radio. I can't recall too much from it. The one thing I did remember was and really liked was Such a Shame and Renee had kind of cool endings. Such a Shame kind of had the looping piano with them singing just that one like 3-note thing as they kind of looped it over and over again. I thought that was a great ending, and Renee had kind of them slowly unwinding in this just the song throughout, and the last kind of minute is just kind of slowly unwinding, and I thought that was cool, very nice stuff there. Obviously, different things from the traditional fade out. This album also had very long fade outs, which I think is cool. Something that I wish more records did. Like very like talking like 40 seconds to a minute on some tunes, and I like that. Very kind of slow fading, which is something I wish more albums did. That was the big takeaway. Was it's kind of weird. Like the best parts of these songs are all the endings of them, but
That sounded
uh,
probably not where you meant it.
yeah, I know that's not how I meant it, but it is what I am saying. Is the most interesting part is the end of these songs, but it's fine. Like I said, not overly memorable, but nothing that's gonna offend you either. Nothing that's gonna make you upset.
All right. As for me, excuse me. I listened to this album. I liked the title track. I liked Such a Shame. Such a Shame in particular is the best song of the album. I quite like that one. It will be being added to the playlist. But otherwise, I don't know. Both of the songs are pretty early on the track listing, and it's kind of like front loaded, I guess, in that way. And like, most of the songs, they weren't bad. I kind of did like the 80s new wave synth vibe. Like, it had kind of like a good kind of 80s vibe to it. Like, it was kind of chill. But I'm gonna be honest, other than Dum Dum Girl's Such a Shame and It's My Life, I don't think I would remember another song on this album. So, no offense to you, of course, if you like the rest of the album. It's just like, I remember the rest of the album being pleasing enough, but like, nothing other than those three songs were able to stick in my brain.
Is Talk's It's My Life better than Bon Jovi's It's My Life?
Yeah.
100%, without question.
It's my life. Even as a kid, I hated that song. I thought it was annoying.
It's fair.
A smart kid.
Oh,
Well,
alright. We're now going on to which album we like better. And we're gonna start with you, Ben. Which album did you like better?
Well, I did think that the Tuk album was better than I was expecting. I obviously have to give it to Blackstar.
Okay, Ben has proven once and for all that he's not a film star, so we're gonna go to you, Matthew.
I'm a black star. I'm a black star. It was easy. It was Black Star by David Bowie.
Yeah, I got a sneaking suspicion who's gonna win this matchup, guys, but we still got two more people to go through. Fan.
I think from the moment this was picked, we all kind of knew it was going to be Blackstar. Go with that one.
And I'm also voting for Blackstar because why the hell wouldn't I? So I mean that makes
It is proof.
because it makes it unanimous. Now, so Blackstar has just definitively won. And well, that's that, I guess.
Wait, we forgot. Who picked what?
Yeah, no, I was gonna go on to that next. So as for who picked what, does anyone want to guess?
Chris, you picked the Talk album.
Okay, and the correct answer is I picked It's My Life, and Matthew picked Blackstar. Well, sorry guys, I messed up. Blackstar was picked by both Ben and Matthew. Yes, and so that's about it for another great episode. That's just all thoughts on these albums. And I do want to thank you for watching. It really does help us a lot. Please be sure to like and subscribe. That's also helpful. Comment if you can. That also helps me with the algorithm. Thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video.